Thursday night, and what a beautiful matchup we have. Arkansas out of the SEC seed in the West, the Arizona Wildcats for a date with the Purdue Boilermakers. First-round draft picks here, and Jaden Bradley wouldn't be one of those, and yet for the here and now for Arizona, he is their best player, their most clutch player. 4-2 this year, 16-2 in the Big 12. Both won their conference tournaments, and it is the opening tip. Kip Kissinger, Lee Cassell, Steven Anderson, our three officials. And it's Brayden Burries who opens up the scoring. Now by Karchenkov. Ivan Karchenkov, talented freshman in his own right. The German. And a displace from matching an all-time team in Arizona history, that 1988 Wildcat team who won 35 games. That without a force for a lot of these Sweet 16 runs for Arizona. Dump it inside. Bradley finds Cohen. Pete blocked from behind. Ewan got the block from behind. Arkansas has a very thin rotation as Acuff. He is a scoring machine. One of the best.
Why? It's less apt to have double teams, more space to work with. And speaking of which, Pete, beautiful footwork that time.
Big body. One of the many talented freshmen. Some good news. Nick Pringle appears to be available tonight. He's not in the starting lineup, but could be available to play in this game. He has not played yet in the NCAA. Fairly easy travel. They started in San Diego. They were home Sunday night, had Monday off. And then a trip here to San Jose. Cole Pete. Florida, 3 of those top seeds are still alive. Florida, the top seed that is out. And a foul as Acuff draws the contact. Free throws coming here.
On the rest right there. Beautiful executed play.
John Calipari. Second year in Fayetteville, Hall of Fame coach. Talent.
I've been recruiting a little bit different now. Getting older, but they used to kind of dominate the storylines for Kentucky when Calipari was there.
2 out of 3 for Darius Acuff. He's full of accolades, and it'll be a one and done. He'll be a top 5, top 7 pick in the NBA draft. As buries a three-pointer. Feels like a game where these freshmen are going to be exchanging haymakers. Oh, what a follow by Malik Ewan. There's Bradley. The matchup to watch. Bradley against Acuff. Bradley takes him to the hole. Can't get it to go. Thomas checks Burries. And now Burries going to work. Spins in the lane, falls down. Trying to save the possession. Arkansas has won 7 straight. They're hot right now. Beat Hawaii by 20 plus. Beat High Point. Had to grind one out in round 28-8, 13-5 in the SEC. Bradley will pull it, and he'll hit it.
Space to operate with. And that time made the Razorbacks pay.
Bradley and Burry hit the threes. Brazil can shoot it. Now he drives it in. Brazil
able to turn the quarter, use that length and athleticism, and get high above the rim.
Karchenkov drives and scores. Nice move. Great combo in that backcourt with Acuff and Thomas. And Acuff springs free. He's got a smooth stroke. Arizona doesn't rely on the three-point shot heavily as Pete spins and misses. Tobe Waka. Oh, Tobe Waka! Acuff. Waka with a rebound. Back-to-back losses in February. Their only 2 losses of the year. Kansas and Texas Tech. Pete fouled on his way in. Free throws coming.
Leading Cass Technical High School to a state title. He moved to IMG to prep for college, ultimately committing to Kansas.
Even though they didn't play together, I'm sure they have much and mutual respect for each other. And Bradley, as he's going to rely on his teammates to provide so much help.
Jaden Bradley has answered the call all year. How often has he matched up against a much more out here tonight? You can bet. It always is. Malik Thomas. Chicken Del Orso, and that is going to be a foul. Almost got it to go.
His exquisite skill set to get by his opponent and get himself either to the line.
First ever Sweet 16 matchup with 2 teams boasting freshmen as their 2 top floor. Karchenkov kicks it. Good ball movement. Deloso, that's what he does. And he gets a shooter's touch. And now recognizes he's on a team with the firepower to win a national championship.
Yeah, but he can also be a key component, speaking of Rick. Really a little bit more offensive frequency.
Foul going in on Karchenkov.
So Pringle able to get a nice, easy dunk inside to kind of calm himself down.
Yeah, good point. Watch them in. Can download now to stay up to date on all the action. Kicking off the top seed in the West. Acuff got stuck in the air. There's Brazil now, and he throws it away. And an Arkansas turnover. Going to put the ball back in the hands in Arkansas. Big 12 against the SEC. Dump it inside. Krivas puts it in with a left hand. Mismatch and finish it after he got a step. Now Burries resets it. Dump it inside to Waka. Another mismatch. And a foul. And roaring through the first 2 rounds as Waka completes the three-point play. Jaden Brown sits for now. He won't spend a lot of time on the bench. Darius Acuff. Richmond, the playmaker, drops it off. Nice pass and a big finish.
And then placing the pass right for where Pringle can receive it and finish.
Pringle's a significant piece as Bradley off the glass. So skilled. Ewan, they cleared out for him. Giving up some weight, but he takes on Pete. Can't hit it. Bradley. And Arizona will reset.
Good transition defense that time by the Razorbacks.
Krivas spins. No. It's a game this year. Second in the nation. Making like the fuse with the best of them. Thomas got Del Orso on his back and draws the foul. And Malik Thomas. Thomas 19 points against High Point in round 2. Thomas on the All-SEC freshman team. Knocks in both free throws. Thomas, turnover. Thomas in the middle. Gives up a 3. Now Acuff sprays it out to DJ Wagner. In and out.
Got it over to Wagner, just not able to complete the deal.
Pete in traffic. Bradley set him up. Pete's going to the free throw.
In the post, or deep in the post.
How about his debut this year? First game of his collegiate career. He dropped school. Average a little over 10 a game, 4+ rebounds. 9 minutes left in this first half. Arizona in control. Ewan gets to the basket. Nice drop off by Acuff.
Young freshman in Acuff Jr. and Burries to play a very mature game says a lot about how they were taught how to play.
Darius Acuff. Burries hits the free throw. One more coming here. So on the all-freshman team, highly decorated individuals dot both of these rosters.
But kind of found his way as the season went on and established himself properly as a top 10 candidate to get drafted.
Thomas strong, arriving team, Arkansas. Yet they were 9th in the SEC in free throws attempted. And John Cal, and he was hoping that his Hogs would be able to get to the line here tonight. So far they have. 1 out of 2 for Thomas.
Benefit you.
Pete, shot fake. Krivas, offensive rebound. Krivas bullies his way in and drops it in with the right hand. Arkansas just 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. They're getting some good looks. Burries for 3. And Brazil flying high for the Litless. They come at you in waves. They can beat you in a lot of ways. Wagner takes. Wagner scores on Krivas.
But once again, it's in transition.
10-point game. Arkansas trails with the ball. Under 7 minutes to go in the first. Acuff dribbles into a 3-pointer. No.
Has not been their friend early in this game.
Jimmy, they're top 15 in Division I in 3-point percentage. Is Karchenkov. Extra pass. Wagner got it. Needed that.
Big time. In a game like this.
Acuff guarding Bradley. Krivas springs free. Easy as it gets. Arizona
67%, the 14 for 21. So they're getting pretty much whatever they want without the defensive resisting your individual man. And 2, not allowing deep post position and second shot opportunities for
Bradley on the deck. And here comes leads Arizona now. Karchenkov underneath, missed it, and a foul.
Able to get in the back and pick up that foul.
8-7 Central on CBS. Karchenkov 2 for 2. These 5 players score. All 5 of their starters in the books as Richmond gets a step and lays it in. Lightning quick.
How quick was that? The best.
Put a stranglehold on their opponents all year. Get a lead and never give it up. Burries. Little fade away. Got it. It's a soft rim here.
That fade away. Up and in.
Burries denying Acuff the ball here. It's got to go to the other side. Richmond again. Slasher able to score it. He's a lefty. Got to his strong. Bradley and Pete. 2-man game. Koa Pete surveys. Gets around Pringle. And a denial. Now in his 5th year. Lost to the Sweet 16 to Duke last year. Yeah, got a whistle going the other way. So they had Acuff on the pass. Here under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, the play was for Richmond to get one-on-one, but he stepped on the sideline.
Heavy Arizona crowd here in San Jose. They always travel well. Acuff, no good. Pringle cocks it back and throws it to deep deny. Pringle hobbling on his way back, gets another block. Richmond scores it. Timeout,
Around the painted area that they don't have to rely on just a three-point shot.
They just bludgeoned their opponent. Karchenkov, little mid-range jumper. Arizona's 3 out of 4. They've hit him when they've had to. Acuff with a Waka on him. Now Ewan, and Ewan falls to the ground with 2 point.
Well, he's not having clear space to kind of get into his pick and roll and one-on-one. They're pushing him out a little bit of time. Coach Calipari, as I know him, will tell Acuff that we need you to be more aggressive.
Burries looking inside to Krivas. Trying to play on that bad hammy. Krivas, turnaround jumper is nice. Inside. Acuff finds Thomas. Thomas gets to the basket. Nice finish by the freshman.
Able to change direction. Shot moving to his left with his right hand.
Waka on the feed from Bradley. No good. Arkansas on the run. To the 1 minute mark. Thomas, he'll take some tough threes. He can make them. Second chance here. Richmond drives it, hangs, no. And a foul. That's going the other way.
A bit over 50%, you know. But it's, you know, it's those gut touches.
Yeah.
You know, that you hit teams.
In the #1 position in the nation. And they are one of the favorites to win a national title. 16. Got dropped by Clemson and Duke the last 2 years. As Acuff, little floater is good. Nice take to the basket.
Did you see how that patience?
Ball control for Arizona. 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. And now Bradley goes to work. Bradley is fouled by Pringle. Recommendations are hers. Bradley hits the first. And a reminder, Bleacher Report is your one-stop destination. Brian Anderson, Jim Jackson, Allie LaForce, and our terrific March Madness crew. Leather Cats up 13. Arkansas with the shot clock off. Can play for the last one. And Acuff draws the history to be Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year as he hits the first. Don't forget, coming up, 5 up over 30. Just putting incredible scoring numbers on the points. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. Arizona looking every